Welcome to Architect's Diary. Today we are going to see life cycle of a Spring Bean in an application context. Most of the developer answer this by mentioning annotations like post construct or pre-destroy. While that partially correct, the complete Bean life cycle involves much more than that. Whenever a Spring creates a controller, a service, or repository, or any managed bean, it follows a well-defined life cycle to prepare that bean before making available to the application. Let's walk through the complete life cycle step by step. Everything starts with an application context. The Spring IOC container is responsible for managing all the beans. Before creating any bean, the Spring first loads all the bean definition. These bean definitions comes from component scanning, Java configuration or through XML configuration. Once all bean definitions are loaded, the Spring execute every registered bean factory post processors. Let's see bean creation and initialization phase. Step 1. Instantiating bean. The container creates the bean instance, but at this stage none of its dependencies are injected. Step 2 is populating properties. The Spring searches the application context for the required dependencies and inject them into a bean. Step 3 is being post processor before initialization. Spring gives every registered bean post processors an opportunity to inspect or modify the bean before initialization. Step 4 is post construct. The Spring invokes methods annotated with @post construct after dependency injection is complete. Step 5 is initializing bean. If the bean implements initializing bean, then Spring invokes after property set method. Step 6 is custom init method. If any bean is configured with init method, then Spring invokes the custom initialization method. Step 7 is bean post processor after initialization. In this stage, Spring gives bean post processor one final opportunity to wrap the bean inside a proxy, or enhance the bean, or replace the bean with another object, or add additional behavior before returning it to application context. Friends, do you know any example of bean post processors? No? So let's first see it before going to the third section. Friends, if you see the customer service example, the class is annotated with @service annotation. It requires the dependency of customer repository, which is annotated with @autowire annotation. The bean is created, but initially the dependency is not injected. If you see, the repository is still null. Auto-wired annotation bean post processor is a specialized bean post processor which handles @autowire annotation. It scans the bean and finds @autowire classes, identified the injection points, and then it's resolved the dependency. It tries to find out a matching bean and then finally injects the dependency. As the dependency is injected, the bean is now ready to use. Whenever you use @autowire annotation or @transitional annotation, remember that there is a bean post processor which is working behind the scene to scan, resolve, and inject dependency for you. I hope the bean post processor example was helpful to you. Let's move to the third section, that is bean destruction. When the application context shut down, the Spring invoke @pre-destroy methods, disposable bean.destroy method, or any configured custom destroy method, ensuring the resources are released gracefully. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you for watching Architect's Diary.